Hello Aries, and welcome to your weekly reading for the week of August 31st to September the 6th, 2020. Please remember that these are general readings, so just take what resonates and leave the rest for somebody else. All right, let's just get right into it. What messages do we have for the sign of Aries for the week of August 31st to September 6th, 2020, please? What are the messages for Aries for August 31st to September the 6th, 2020? Messages for Aries from August 31st to September 6th, 2020. What are the messages for all the wonderful Aries for the week of August 31st to September 6th, 2020, please? All right, here we go. What messages does Aries need to hear for August 31st to September 6th, please? Okay. All right, first card is your current situation. Second one will be your challenge. Third is advice. Fourth card is your outcome. And then we'll pull some Moonology Oracle cards at the end. So Aries, your current situation, we have the Ace of Swords. Very nice. Your challenge is the Ten of Pentacles. Advice from Spirit, Five of Swords. And your outcome, we have the Hierophant. So, for this week, your current situation, we have the Ace of Swords, Aries. This can be a new beginning, of course. With the Ace of Swords, but this can also be clarity and truth in a situation as well. So perhaps, I feel like many of you have, found clarity on something and just got to the truth of a matter, whether that was a personal matter or a situation that you're currently in. This is great, and it's a new beginning at the same time too. So when you have this new beginning. And you get clarity and truth on something, it's like you're kind of starting over new, right? But this is really good. This is very positive, and it's very good for you. Well done. Your challenge for this week, we have the Ten of Pentacles. Now, you may be struggling on a financial level, and maybe you are not seeing things really for how they actually are. So this doesn't mean necessarily that you're going to have all kinds of wealth and riches and stuff like that, but really, you know what? Actually, I'm going to clarify. Let's clarify that, just to make sure that we get it right for you. Why is the Ten of Pentacles here for Aries, please? Please clarify the Ten of Pentacles. Please clarify the Ten of Pentacles. Please clarify the Ten of Pentacles, please. Please clarify the Ten of Pentacles for Aries. Why has this Ten of Pentacles shown up for Aries as their challenge? Please clarify the Ten of Pentacles for Aries. Okay, this one wants to come out. Yeah, we have the Four of Cups. So, and quite often the Four of Cups is very much an energy of, you're not seeing what's actually available to you, right? And this doesn't only just have to be about, because the Ten of Pentacles is very much wealth, abundance, financial security. You've really made it, and you have quite a high level of comfort. And it doesn't always have to be, that comfort level doesn't always have to be that you live in a mansion, on top of a cliff overlooking the ocean and all that lovely things. It can literally mean that just to be happy with what you have, right? And realize that you're probably richer or wealthier than you might even imagine, because wealth, especially, it doesn't always mean dollars, right? So so your challenge is going to be to see that there's probably more, you have more than you realize that you do, and that just try to be open to that and try to see that what is actually available to you, right? There's probably stability around you, or maybe this could be family as well. Maybe there's family that might be out to help you, or available to help you. But this will be your challenge to perhaps see that what's actually being offered to you, right? You probably have more than you realize that you do. And the advice we have for you for this week is the Five of Wands. This is very much, you're being asked not to be in direct competition with other people. If it's friendly competition in any kind of a sporting event, sure, academics, that kind of stuff is okay, obviously. But this is an energy of a conflict, and everybody's trying to get their voice to be heard. So this is often also often internally as well. So if you're struggling with, I want to do this, or I want to do this, no, this, I should be doing this. You're being asked not to. The advice is to, take a step back from that, right? Don't fight, don't argue. Try to collect yourself, right? Your current situation is you have clarity on something, right? New beginning. This is new truth, new clarity, integrity. This is good, right? So don't get carried away, and don't allow others to kind of silence you at the same time, right? Like, pick your battles. I think that's what I'm getting from this, is pick your battles, right? Maybe realize that not everything is worth fighting for, right? Not everything is worth making it your voice the loudest, right? So let's move on to your outcome, which I find very interesting. We have the Hierophant. You know what, and I'm going to clarify this one too, just because I have a feeling, but let's just clarify it. Why is the Hierophant here as an outcome for Aries, please? Please clarify the Hierophant. Please clarify the Hierophant for Aries. Please clarify the Hierophant, please. Clarify the Hierophant, please. Thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, we got two. Okay, so we have the Four of Pentacles and the Six of Cups. So the word trust is coming into my mind, actually. It's trust. And because with the Four of Pentacles, kind of relates back to this Ten of Pentacles, which is your challenge, right? And maybe this is what maybe you could be aspiring to this, right? This abundance, this wealth, this happy home, this happy family, this stability, financial security, and that can be a challenge in itself when you want something so badly and yet it hasn't perhaps shown up yet. But this very much so. The Four of Pentacles is someone who hangs on to. Can be somebody. It can be building the solid foundations for financial stability, right? Someone who but it can also be very much someone who is a little bit tight with their money, right? Somebody who's cheap. But really, with this and the Six of Cups, very much, I want to say, like, perhaps you have, I'm really feeling like maybe some of you have children, and perhaps money's been a little bit tight lately, and you haven't been able to provide them with certain necessities even, right? School is starting back up, and there's always the back to school clothes and the gear that you need for all that kind of stuff. But I'm really getting here, because the Six of Cups can be about children. It can also be about your inner child, but I'm really getting children here, and if you need some help on something, right? If that's, this can be like, if the Hierophant can be like, institutions, right? And places of higher learning, can be spiritual leaders, right? And I'm kind of getting the sense that if you are in need of some help, and perhaps you've been battling yourself as to whether or not you want to ask for some help, so that you have enough in order to provide for your children, perhaps you might find some answers when in a charity, perhaps, or in a church, some sort of religion, religious center that may be available to help you. I mean, this is very specific, but this is the message that I'm getting, and and see, the thing with this Ace of Swords, this is very much, you get to the truth of a matter, right? But it's also a double-edged sword. So you may discover the truth about something in your current situation, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it's a good thing, right? Like, it doesn't necessarily mean that it sets you free in that regard. You may discover the truth about something and it can still cut you, right? And this very much too is like, I'm not sure if you can see on the image, but there's a large cup that is being offered to the figure under the tree, right? And that cup is seemingly coming out from the sky. So whether that's God, the divine, the universe, however you choose to look at it, and it's there for you to help you, to help to provide the stability that you need, right? And if you don't have enough to provide for your children, or to make ends meet for a short period of time because of A, B, C, or D, doesn't really matter. This is kind of your outcome is perhaps look this way. Look to charitable organizations, outreach centers. There are, food banks, whatever the case might be for you. Why I'm getting this. I'm sorry that this is if this message is resonating with you. I understand, that this is a difficult time, it's never easy. But you may want to look to some religious organizations or some other organizations that will be more than willing to help. So let's just see. Let's pull from the Moonology deck, Moonology Oracle deck. What message do we have for Aries for the week of August 31st to September 6th? What is the message for Aries? What message do we have for Aries, please? What is the message Aries needs to hear? All right. Yeah. Okay. Not to worry too much here. So we have new moon. A new start is coming, right? And that is also to do with this Ace of Swords. And we also have the energy is gaining momentum with the waxing moon. So things are going to start picking up for you, right? Perhaps you may have to, go through a little bit in the interim, but really, it's not going to be something that lasts. And you know what? Since this seems to be around finances, I'm going to pull these Angels of Abundance cards, Oracle deck. And what message do we have for Aries, please? What is the message for Aries for this week? I want that one. Okay, thank you. Right? What did I say? So this is this is like, like the hand of God coming out to help, right? This is a religious institution that you can perhaps, or organization that you can reach out to for some help. And what do we have? We have God is your source, right? So whatever God is to you, like I said, the universe, the divine, however you choose to look at it. And it says, everything you need is supplied by the infinite source of God, and your faith opens the doorway to receive. In God there is no lack or limitation. Rather, there is plenty of abundance for all to share. And that is so true. It depends on your mindset too, right? So you have to be open to it, and and faith is very, very important. You have to believe it, right? And I know how it's much easier said than done, but really it all syncs up here. So this is very much, if you need some help, God is your source. The universe is your source. The universe provides all, right? When you need it, if you need it, how you need it, it'll come. And a new start is coming, and energy is gaining momentum. So, don't worry too much, okay? And look to your higher power for the help that you need in order to help out with whatever it is that you need, dear Aries. I really hope that you enjoyed the reading. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful week, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.